You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk about a couple things. Got a real quick Colorado Buffaloes update, and then we'll be on to the Cleveland Browns and Shedeur Sanders. But some relatively big news coming out of Colorado. Pat Shurmur has been demoted. He has been demoted from the OC of the Colorado Buffaloes, per USA Today, demoted to quarterbacks coach. Now, keep in mind, this was an NFL head coach. This was an NFL offensive coordinator. It has not worked out there since Shedeur came out to go to the National Football League. All right. Tight end coach Brett Bartoloni was calling the plays against Arizona. That didn't work out very well at all. Now, this person down here just throws out Byron Leftwich's name. I could see that. Eric Bieniemy is the other one that some people are suggesting. I wouldn't touch him with a 1,000,000-foot pole, but I guess he's a Colorado alum. I remember that. And college OC, yeah, I guess I could see that maybe. But boy, the way he was run out from the Redskins, those players wanted him the H out of there. People forget about that. That just happened the last couple of years. I mean, those players could not stand Eric Bieniemy, right? So, Shedeur Sanders back at practice, folks. He's back at practice. Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders, and by the way, we'll get to some more Cleveland media talking up some Shedeur. Boy, they're getting frustrated there. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. At this point, I've said the last couple of weeks, I have shifted to it's time to just see what you got. Because I myself have now seen enough of Dillon Gabriel that I'm like, okay, probably not. Probably a backup kind of quarterback in the National Football League. His height is a real issue. His size. You're seeing all these short quarterbacks. It eventually catches up to them, right? It looks like it's caught up to Kyler Murray. He basically got benched for Jacoby Brissett. They're calling it an injury, but okay, tomato. Via Mary Kay Cabot of the Cleveland Plain Dealer, Sanders will be, quote, limited on Wednesday. His status for the Sunday's game at the Jets remains undetermined. Coach Kevin Stefanski said Wednesday that the team will see how Sanders does in practice before determining whether he'll serve as a backup to starting quarterback Dillon Gabriel in Week 10. Quote, the limited label carries a wide range of possible participation. It's anything from individual drills to one snap less than the usual player's allotment given the position. Regardless, Sanders will practice. Gabriel will start. Sanders or Bailey Zappi will be the second string. Good hell. And then let's go to this before we get to Cleveland media, because even damn you to hell, Cleveland Browns, I got clickbaited by this. I pride myself on not getting clickbaited, and look, this is coming from somebody that understands on YouTube. The little YouTubes. You have to word things to be able to draw people. That's just part of it. Some people are like, well, I don't like clickbait. Well, maybe it's not the right platform for you. Okay? Because if you're going to make it in this line of business, you got to be colorful with descriptions. I get it. You want people to click. But the Browns got me here. Preparing for both potential quarterbacks this week for the Jets. You sons of bitches.
Yeah, obviously two different players, but they're both good in their own right. I mean, Justin Fields is extremely dangerous, very, very, very fast. They do a great job in the run game. He's a threat to make all the throws with his arm strength in the pass game, and then he can tuck it and run, as you've seen throughout this season. He's made some huge plays with his legs. Obviously, Terod's a veteran that knows what to do with the football, very accurate, good athlete, can make you miss, obviously, as he moves outside the pocket, but a veteran that really operates well. So, have to be prepared for both guys.
And fans called him out, baiting people into thinking Sanders is playing with this caption. As a 40-year-old fan of the Browns, I respectfully say your organization is an effing joke. I thought this post was about Shedeur and Dillon Gabriel, but our team is ran worse than the Jets even. I just got clickbaited. Shake my head. Man, I thought he was talking about something for a change. Nice wordplay, I guess. It's wild. It's wild that they literally posted it in that manner right there. In fact, let me just refresh this. I've had this up a little while now. I want to see if anybody else. Bro, I got baited by the caption. The admin knows what they're doing. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I thought this meant Shedeur and Gabriel, not the Jets quarterbacks. What's going on with the Jets quarterbacks? I mean, it's Justin Fields, isn't it? Or is Tyrod getting another? I mean, tomato, I get it. I mean, Riz.
What is going on behind the scene? How can this kid that was rated as a late first-round draft pick not get on the field for a team that sucks? They're not even giving him reps. That's on the coach, man. Stefanski's going to have to answer for that, and it might come at the end of the year, and it might come in the form of firing. What is going on? Does he have I don't want to pick on Kevin. Does he even have a say in this? Is someone in the front office saying don't play him? Clearly, Chris, someone doesn't like him, or someone just thinks how are you not ready to play? He's been here since April. I find it hard to believe that kid isn't ready to play.
There's two sides to every story, right? Okay. Either Kevin, somebody in the building, in the front office, in the coaching staff doesn't like him. Okay? That's option
what do you mean?
one.
Then why'd you draft him?
Hold on. Option two, again, two sides to every story. I'm not saying this is happening, but it's a possibility, and I'm left to speculate until I'm told otherwise. Maybe Shedeur's not doing everything he's asked to do. I find that hard to believe. Find that.
That's interesting. That's an interesting scenario to just throw out there. It is. It has gotten a little ridiculous. But Kevin Stefanski obviously drafted Dillon Gabriel. I'll continue to say Andrew Berry didn't draft Shedeur Sanders either. I don't give a crap. I've never come off of this. If you guys have been listening to the channel, from the moment he was drafted, I had a video up within minutes of him being drafted by the Browns, and I said this was a Jimmy Haslam pick, not an Andrew Berry, not a Kevin Stefanski pick. The Dogs Cleveland Browns podcast.
The thing is, I know people don't want to rush him on the field, but if you're thinking about using one of the first-round picks on a quarterback next year, we need to know. We need to know for sure that this guy cannot be the answer. Because I'm telling you right now, they go and draft a first-round quarterback next year because they didn't play Shedeur enough this year, and he ends up going to another team within the next 3-4 years and starts and ends up being a very good quarterback for somebody else. You'll never hear the end of it, ever. You think Baker Mayfield balling out in Tampa Bay is bad? Oh, just wait until Shedeur Sanders goes somewhere else and balls out.
That's interesting. I've said it. You've got to evaluate both these quarterbacks against live rounds. I guess, I say that, but there's a lot of fifth-round picks that don't ever get a chance to start. Most of them never get a chance to start. I think you got to give the kid a shot. Here we go.
I truly do not believe there's anti-Shedeur agenda. So throw that out. I just feel they don't think he's ready, and they would do him more harm by putting them out there right now than they might in 3 or 4 weeks.
Then shame
Okay.
on this organization.
Interesting. So no anti-Shedeur agenda. You got to figure out what you got. That's part of this too. We've talked about it for months now. Although the draft is coming, this draft, we went from all world, holy crap, code red, 2026 draft's going to be unbelievable, to pump the brakes. Oh, may have one dude in it, Garrett Nussmeier. Drew Allers is hurt, likely going back to school. Lenore Sellers should go back to school. Arch is going back to school. And we could go down the list. Fernando Mendoza may be the other guy, maybe blah, blah, blah. But we went from 6 to 8 potential first-round quarterbacks to maybe 1 on the back end. Lenore Sellers would be 2. If he comes out, if he comes out and nobody else is coming out, or if it's Fernando Mendoza, Lenore Sellers probably going number 1 overall. But that could be a little bit of a reach. 25 starts versus you'd rather see him have 40. Yeah. But you'd like to see what you got. Is that a conspiracy? That's the funny thing. I wouldn't think so. I mean, Stefanski's got to be like, if he plays and he plays well, I might be able to save my job here. So he's got some incentive to roll out, 4 games left. They go 4-4 with Shedeur Sanders in there. Maybe he saves his job. Or the alternative, and this is what Sanders fans don't want to hear, the alternative is he's just not good, and Stefanski doesn't like what he sees and thinks he's not going to perform well. So that's why he's not playing. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.